What is up, guys? Welcome to another vlog. We got Brian in the garage right now bumping music, getting all the motors ready right now. We pulled the motor out already to Baby Hulk right over here. So motor's already out, just put away for now. This is gonna get worked on here in about a couple weeks or so. What we are gonna do today is get all the motors ready. Brian's wife's motor ready also. Then we're gonna pull everything off, look everything. If everything looks good 100%, we might put the bottom end together today. But other than that, it should be a smooth day, nothing crazy. So let's get to it.
Dímelo Tari, dímelo lindo, que es lo que vamos a hacer. Cuántas onzas de tutú, es que nos vamos a beber. Hoy que no puedo ni ver, ya subimos de nivel. Andamos con 100.000 empresas, nosotros tenemos el poder. Tengo la drago, tengo la ancha, tengo la glow.
Just doing a list, trying to break down what Mel's motor needs. That's gonna be a full CTR. We pretty much got everything to complete it. Minor things here and there that we still need. We got flywheel, clutch, GSR trans. It should be a nasty build when we get to it. That should be done here in the next month and a half or so. And I'm about to start doing Baby Hulk's fucking build too. I kind of got everything except for pistons for that. I needed to make sure that my new setup is gonna work, and finally got the green light. It is gonna work. Math worked out. So I'll be ordering my pistons here soon, and hopefully we can get Baby Hulk's motor apart, refreshing, and back in again. Hopefully by December. If not back in, it'll be ready to go back in. We're changing the whole fuel system on Baby Hulk. We're gonna go with 2.5 gallon from Speed Factory. We're pulling out the fuel tank. We got a couple things coming. We got the K, Fernando's K that we're gonna do. We still gotta figure out what Carlos is gonna do, whether he's gonna redo his H again, or not so much a secret anymore. It's gonna be an LS boosted, maybe, depending on what he feels he's got the budget for. And then right outside that door, we have Jose's D series that we're gonna completely take apart and redo again. We don't trust, I'm not gonna say names, we don't trust so much what the previous builder did to it, so we're gonna take it apart, re-clearance it, recheck it, do it right, make sure nothing goes wrong this time. That's pretty much it on my end, man. I don't know what you guys say, Fernie, but let's get to work. Yeah, most definitely. What? Yeah, that one had a shot, nigga. But I don't want. Well, I have to give her an alternator, but I don't want to use an alternator. I think I'm gonna use. You know what I mean? I was just about to say something. Yeah. Okay. Give me a ratchet too.
Which one you want?
Nah, you get broke. Nigga, you just took my fucking.
We even now, motherfucker. Oh. Shit, I can't use this one.
Can I get another 14 then?
You don't have a short packet there?
No.
Oh, you serious?
Yeah. Never mind.
Two, that's three on my third.
Bro, I know half of you might be saying this nigga lazy as fuck, gotta sit down. But it's when you sit down that you have the best thoughts, man. I'm telling you. Or tell me y'all don't think about good shit when y'all taking a shit.
Something like that.
You use the short socket. Give me the fucking long socket. I gotta get into deep, tight places.
Ponle pausa. Huh?
You hold that and you give me the tools I need. Because there comes the scary part.
Which is? Oh, that one. So we just went through hell, taking out a fucking bolt.
What's up? You almost didn't get that bitch out. Didn't even come out, to be honest with you.
Yeah, to play the good old tight and loose and tight and loose.
Ain't no boat we can't get out, bro. There ain't no boat we can't get out. Oh, shit. Motor's damn near apart, kid. She's coming.
So this shit won't go flying.
So she won't go flying there.
As soon as I put the towel over it. Yeah, she's warm.
You can push them out to stay in there because. Keep going.
¿Todavía falta más?
Oh yeah, look how much I twisted that shit, bro.
Smells like 1993.
Oh, there it goes. It came out.
Yeah. So we got the whole motor disassembled. We got the main cap here, crank here, the old rods.
Pistons, rods in this box.
Yeah, they're in there.
Mounts, alternator mounts, rear, whatever the fuck that shit is called.
Yeah, we got everything out. These are the new rods that are gonna go into the motor. But first, are we gonna send it out to Shakers, or are we gonna? So we're gonna send it out to Shakers, get it all cleaned. You're gonna have them hold it too?
Huh?
You're gonna have them hold it too, or we're gonna?
I just need a hot tank.
Yeah, we're just gonna give it a good clean, or have them give it a good clean, and when she comes back, she'll be ready to be assembled again.
There's a fucking difference, kid.
Alright, so we got the whole motor disassembled, cleaned, honed. Now we're just gonna take the crank over to Shakers, have them clean it, hot tank it, so we can get it back maybe the day after tomorrow. Gonna start assembling these rods and these pistons together, get the motor assembled, and have a fully assembled block.
Yo, key thing. Whoever tell you you don't need to do this to your wrist pins and leave it overnight, it's a big fucking lie. Don't know how to build engines, bro. Can't just slap that shit on with a little bit of assembly lube. No, man. You gotta let it sit overnight in oil so that they can, you know, fill up the pores and whatnot, so that it never really starves of oil like that. I'll probably end up doing the same with the rods, letting them sleep overnight in oil. Not right now, but I'll end up probably doing that. On the rods, it's not so necessary. Cleaned up, honed the block, so you can see it. Cleaned it up, honed it up. So I mean, it's not perfectly clean, but I'm not gonna get down to the nook and cranny of how I'm gonna clean it and whatnot. So I cleaned out the oil squirters, which were fucking filthy as fuck. I think one of them was clogged. It even pushed out my air nozzle out of my hand. So I got it unclogged. So now all 4 squirters, pristine condition. Like Fernando said, we're gonna take the crank over to Shakers tomorrow, have a hot tank polished, thrown in with the new pistons and rods. Got the brand new ACL oil pump, brand new King Race bearings, new piston rings.
So this is a CTR?
Yeah, CTR pistons. Well, this block is completely gonna be CTR. Completely everything. Crank is the right stroke for the CTR. Rods are the right length for the CTR. Pistons are the right spec for the CTR. So it'll be a B16a2 camouflaged CTR. So when we looked it up, the PR3-3, the head,
Now you can see
It's in the front.
It's in the front.
The PR-3 head. It says it's a B16, but it says ITR. I think it's a CTR head, full JDM head. We're gonna clean that, give it a nice polish on the intake and exhaust side, redo valves, stem seals, clean up the valves, clean up the chambers. I mean, you name it, I'm probably gonna end up doing it to it. So it'll be one nasty little setup. If not, I will be putting dual springs and retainers, factory dual springs and retainers back into the head, ITR cam, so it matches everything.
After this one's gonna be Baby Hulk's motor, which is that one.
Yeah, that'll be taken apart here as soon as we're done putting this together. And I have to put her GSR transmission. So she's gonna be full CTR with a GSR transmission, which we also have the right gear set. It's spec'd out so that everything is done to that. So my wife will have an EG Coupe full CTR swap in it. We also have the ECU for the CTR mapped out, P30 for it. Shit, man, it's just a whole bunch of things that we have to do in such little time while working, coming home, taking care of what we have to take care of, plus building motors. I got my wife's motor, my motor. I have Fernando's K series in our shed. I have Jose's D series and Carlos' possible LS turbo or H22. We have so many things to do, so little time, because I want to be able to make it to the first IFO and see if we could enter the 1150 index. If we could, do better, 1050 index, awesome. If not, I'll be happy. If I get Baby Hulk's shell up to par and everything goes good, we will probably, I'm not gonna say 100% sure, but the goal is to shoot for World Cup finals next year. I failed to make it this year. Did not get the numbers I wanted.
This year that just passed was a whole learning curve for all of us.
Yeah. And granted, Baby Hulk has 4-year used, I'm talking about harsh abuse cams that I've been running all year. So prior to me, one of my guys was running them 4 years straight. He sold them to me for $100. I fucking bought them, threw them in, and gave it hell and still made a 12.7 pass, so it's not bad. On a full stock head, except for springs, valves, retainers, you know, the whole nine, but no poor job, no, still same stock height. It wasn't milled down, not 20 over, not 5 over, nothing.
Well, you'll see when we take apart everything. You'll
Definitely see it as soon as we take it apart, how stock that GSR head is. Yeah, it's just been a learning curve with that one. That B20 held up like a fucking beast all year long. We started getting a little bit, right at the end when we hit that 12.7, we started to get a little too aggressive with timing, and it fucking did not like it.
Yeah.
We saw metal shavings, not big chunks, nothing. Is, you know, the usual what you would see when the motors wore down. So it's time. Yeah, it didn't do what I wanted it to do. No fault to the motor, it's all fault to me, cheaping out on shit. This time, I did not cheap out on shit. I actually went and got, I don't want to tell you what I got yet. You'll see it when we start doing it. I don't want to fuck up the rest of the vlogs and whatnot. You want to find out what Baby Hulk's gonna get, stay tuned, keep watching, and we'll be detailed with everything that we do to Baby Hulk's engine. This one, not too much, because it's just gonna be a daily show car, but Baby Hulk will be in detail, step by step, of what we're gonna do, how we're gonna do it, down to the T. So stay tuned.
These vlogs aren't gonna be so intense like how we usually do them. These are gonna be more like winter builds, so it's gonna be a lot more calm environment than real intense ones like how we've usually been doing them. So this is gonna be just real chill. We're pretty much not gonna be vlogging much. We're mostly gonna put the camera down on the table and just work and just have you guys watch us. We'll cut in a few films or a few clips to tell you what we're doing and explain to you what's going on. So don't expect nothing crazy on the vlogs for a little bit until, well, probably the springtime when we start getting the cars rolling out.
All right, man.
So yeah,
See you.
deuces.